Listen, we're waiting for the Max Kellerman post-fight interview with Canelo. We're waiting for the Max Kellerman post-fight interview with Canelo. Listen. Now, Liam Smith fought a great fight. He wasn't winning. He had no chance to win unless he was going to go for the knockout. And yes, Canelo was in some trouble, brief trouble. For example, around like the 4th, 5th round, Canelo dropped his hands. Mouth was open. He was on the ropes. He was taking some tough shots. In fact, Liam Smith, let's listen to his post-fight interview. I know this is going to be gold. Please subscribe. We're here live. This is all real time. Teach your controversy.
Here tonight, we're
Teach your
treated to a
controversy
good show. You came out in the first round and totally had your way with him. But he was able to get his offense going a little bit as the fight wore on. What happened?
¿Qué pasó?
Así es, como lo dije. Primero que nada, quiero agradecer a toda la gente que está aquí.
First of all, I want to thank everybody that's here.
Les dije que les iba a dar una pelea y les iba a traer el campeonato y aquí está.
I told you I was going to give you a great fight and bring you the championship, and here it is.
Contestando a tu pregunta, sí lo empecé dominando, pero en el segundo round me lastimé la mano.
I started controlling him, but in the second round I hurt my hand.
Me lastimé mi mano derecha y tuve que utilizar la izquierda más y la derecha nada más cuando era necesario, pero fue por eso más que nada.
I hurt my right hand, so I had to use my left more often, and I only used sparingly my right hand, but that's what happened.
You were dedicated to those body punches early in the fight. Did you think they would be enough to score the knockout as the fight progressed?
Así es, lo sentí muy fuerte en los primeros asaltos, entonces quise empezar a golpear abajo para ir dominando poco a poco y gracias a Dios me resultó el trabajo.
I felt he was very strong in the beginning, so I felt I had to put that body work in so that slowly he would dwindle, and I did my job.
What is it about aggressive fighters that bring out the best in you? Your most spectacular performances come against them.
No sé, yo creo que cuando se dan buenas peleas es cuando se acoplan los estilos, de estos tipos de estilos. Yo soy un contragolpeador natural y por eso es que me adapto a estos estilos y la verdad que lo disfruto mucho.
You get great fights when matches fit well, and I'm a counter puncher, and so I enjoyed it very much, and for this fight I did that, enjoy it.
Okay, here comes the obligatory Triple G.
This is a long-ass interview. I'm sorry.
Which you're going to be asked at every fight until that fight happens. Last fight, he also has an aggressive style that promises to make a great fight with you. After your last fight, I asked you about him. You said, "I don't mess around." I'm paraphrasing. And while no one questions your willingness to fight, your promoter seems reluctant to make that fight right away, and you seem to be going along with that plan. I think the boxing world wants to know why.
Mira, yo no le tengo miedo a nadie.
You know, I fear no one.
Yo nací para esto. Y aunque no le guste, a mucha gente no le guste, yo soy el mejor boxeador en este momento.
I was born for this. And even though many people may not like it, I am the best fighter right now.
Gracias a toda la gente por eso. Y contestando a tu pregunta, hace aproximado un mes atrás, le ofrecimos lo doble o lo triple para hacer la pelea.
Did he just say?
About a month ago or so, we offered him twice or 3 times as much to make the fight.
No lo queríamos decir antes de esta pelea porque le tengo un gran respeto a mis rivales y por eso te lo estoy diciendo ahora. Hace aproximado un mes le ofrecimos lo doble o lo triple casi para pelear. Nomás están que conteste y estamos listos.
You know, I didn't want to say anything because I respect all my rivals. But about a month ago, we offered him twice or 3 times. But we're ready. We're ready for him, and he just didn't want to accept.
Because you've shown
throughout
your career an almost recklessness in terms of who you will fight, even when it doesn't make sense that you fight a guy very dangerous without a big payday, yet you've done it. How do you feel about the fact that your promoter seems to have a plan that postpones the Triple G fight, and the fans, to some, looks like you're ducking Triple G,
and Oscar right next to him.
Taking a bullet for your promoter.
Max Kellerman is savage.
Como te dije, somos un equipo. Somos un equipo y no le voy a echar la culpa a mi promotor ni a nadie más. Somos un equipo, pero yo no le tengo miedo a nadie.
As I said, we're a team. We are a team, and I'm not going to blame my promoter or anyone else, but I fear no one.
Yo a mis 26 años he peleado con los mejores del mundo, he hecho historia. Y como lo dije, a muchos no les va a gustar, pero soy el mejor peleador del momento ahora. ¡Y viva México!
I'm 26 years old. I fought against the best in the history. I fought against the best, and like I said it before, and I say it now, I am the best at this moment in time. Long live Mexico.
And I will point out that as a fighter, once Oscar De La Hoya got a hold of his own career, he never ducked anyone. Liam, obviously disappointed.
I'm sorry, we got to listen to this. We got to listen to it.
Disappointed about your effort. What happened tonight?
It was like it took you for me, to be honest with you, Max. Like, you know, I have no excuses, but from my point of view, my timing was just so off. I haven't done much sparring, but that's no excuse. It was too cute for me. I couldn't really land nothing clean, and you know, it's just too good for me on the night.
Too good, too cute, too good, too skillful.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I was slow and I had no timing to even make him think twice. But it was one of them. I thought I'd like kind of take over late, but again, he was cute. I didn't really land the body like I'm much to. You know, he caught the body shots well, and you know, he landed his own.
Well, it was a very courageous performance, and I think the crowd appreciates your toughness tonight. Thank you, Liam. Jim?
Okay, finally, it's over. I'm sorry. Because I know there's going to be some people that's going to say, you know, why you got to play the interview? We can just watch it on our own. No, there's certain people that can't. It's not about you all the time. But yeah, you know, Max Kellerman is a savage. You know, he was spitting some real shit. And truth be told, I really feel, as I said before, that Canelo is not afraid of Golovkin. It's that his management is keeping him away from Golovkin. You know? I mean, you know, his management, and more importantly, his promoter is keeping him away from Golovkin. But listen, he's going to keep killing himself to make that 154 pounds. For example, did he not look a little small in there to you? You know, like smaller. Now, that's a good thing, you know. But, you know, he looked about, you know, maybe 5 pounds to 10 pounds lighter than when he comes into the ring when he was fighting at Canelo weight. And also, you know, around like the middle part of the fight was stopped in the 9th round. Liam Smith went down in the 7th, 8th, and 9th round when he was knocked out. And it was all body shots. Liam Smith never adjusted to you know, dropping that elbow to defend against those body shots. You know, it started at round 1. Canelo was tenderizing him, yo. Liam Smith is definitely going to be pissing blood. Definitely going to be pissing blood. But he fought a good fight. You know, body shots, in my opinion, are some of the toughest shots you can take, because unlike getting knocked out, you know, body shots, that shit hurts. That shit stings. And you can tell when he got knocked out, you know, that when he went down, it was a delayed reaction. You can tell he started having like those spasms, you know. So he was on the canvas like just rolling around like in pain, like, you know, like almost like when Oscar De La Hoya got that body shot from a Bernard Hopkins, and he was like pounding on the fucking, you know, canvas, like crying and screaming like, ah. I'm very animated, I know. That was Liam Smith, but there was very good burst of I don't want to say skill, but you know, Liam Smith had some very good spots. Some very good spots in the fight. And when I think about Amir Khan, when I think about Miguel Cotto, when I think about you know, Alfredo Angulo, you know, Austin Trout, you know, I'm talking about the guys that Canelo beat. Liam Smith, in my opinion, was laying some of the heavier, nicer shots on him. By the way, I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Now we got to see what Canelo is going to do. You know, now the WBO rankings are not that, you know, steep. Also, he's supposed to be fighting again in December. You know, now, if Gabriel Rosado would have won the night against Willie Monroe, that fight would have likely been made. You have David Lemieux, who's fighting on October the 22nd. But if he fights on October the 22nd, then is he going to fight again in December? So you have to use your common sense, think like a promoter, think like Oscar De La Hoya and all them, and think, well, who can Canelo fight in December? Because remember, He can't go to 160. He's a 154-pound champion. Also, if he goes to 160 or 155 for his next fight, people are going to say, well, basically, it's been finally confirmed that you ducked Golovkin. Now, he did duck Golovkin. Whether it's him or not, or his team, and as Max Kellerman said, you know, he's taking the bullet, you know, for his team and everything like that. The thing is, you're the fighter. And Canelo and Golovkin was ducked. And not only you did something, you know, that's like, that you know, like, you helped, Canelo helped Golovkin get another belt and help him come closer to history, right? That's just like Larry Bird playing the Bulls back in the late 80s, early 90s, and, you know, he just turned the ball over by, you know, just accidentally. He bring the ball up, get a ball of Mike, and be like, here, bro. You know, it just don't make no, you know, it doesn't make any sense. And, you know, looking at him and looking at him at the weigh-in, you seen he had to get butt-ass naked. He had to shave that stupid-ass beard. You know, everybody saw his fucking cinnamon stick, you know, when he held that fucking towel up. He was only on the scale for a couple of seconds, so I guess he had to fucking get up there and pump, like, all the air out of his body, like, take that long-ass exhale, like, and then it was like, 154. And he got the fuck off that scale. Like, And he was trying to be all cool when he was drinking his Gatorade, trying to act like he didn't need that shit. There's been so many rumors around training camp, you know, around his training camp that, you know, he was drinking milkshakes like every day. You know, it's just, but, you know, he's a 154-pound champion. So the question now is, who is he going to fight in December? You know, and then who's he going to fight in May? You know, so I say this, listen, in September, he has to fight Golovkin. And also, if Golovkin is at 160, Canelo's going to have to move to 160 eventually. Golovkin's going to have all the belts. But like I said, I feel that Golden Boy doesn't want him to fight Golovkin, you know, because they feel he can lose. They want to maximize as much profit for Canelo and as much money as possible. But also, let me point out another thing. This pay-per-view was whack. You know, it was whack. I paid $64.99. They had about a little under 52,000 people there, Jim Lampley said. That's a nice, good, solid crowd. When they thought they was going to sell out 80,000 and 100K, I was cracking the fuck up. I was cracking the fuck up. You know, so Canelo's power has to be respected. You know, it has to be. He will beat you the fuck up. But the flaws are there. You got to stay away from Canelo. Liam Smith was giving him too many free body shots. And that right hand uppercut. Canelo was tripling the shit up. And Liam Smith had no answer for it. He was tripling that uppercut up. But it wasn't the uppercut. It wasn't the hooks, you know, that was bothering Liam Smith. It was the body shots. The body shots. Each time, it was the body shot that sent him down. Except for, what was that, the second time? You know, and that's when that was the hook to the head. It was the body shot, then the hook to the head. That's what sent him down? But, yo, you know, like I said, Liam Smith fought a good fight. People thought he was probably going to get slaughtered. You know, yes, he was getting beat up. But at the same time, follow what I'm saying. He fought a good fight. He did better than you thought he was going to do, right? Even though Canelo won every round, you seen that he had some bottom. You seen that that he wasn't afraid. You know, he wasn't afraid. So, you know, you got to give him credit for that. And also, you have to think, this was Canelo he fought. So, think about it. He didn't give someone 154 pounds or some problems. You know? I am T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. I'm going to be doing a live stream so I can go into more detail about the fight and the politics and the Golovkin situation and all that. It's going to be the video that's going to be directly uploaded after this. It's going to be about a 2-hour or so video, and we're going to talk about everything in more detail because trust me, I know all of it. Please subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at T Street Controversy, on Instagram at T Street Controversy, on Facebook at T Street Controversy. If you did not get to watch the fight, then go down to the description box and go to my Instagram at T Street Controversy, and I got highlights, brief highlights of the fight. Simple as that. Please subscribe.